It's better to admit, brutally honest, these like ugly things that we're actually doing than just to, code it over some, oh no, it's not so bad. No, it is. I think it is pretty bad. Anyway, the number one cope that I see, and I saw a lot in myself, has been this grandiose thoughts, this stupidly exaggerated ego whenever you learn something new or you master a new skill. Let's say that you learned a new recipe cooking and you start feeling like you're the shit, you're the cook, nobody's at your level. You start having these grandiose thoughts, you start having this ego about yourself. This is something that I've always kind of felt like I was somehow above. I was above the work, I was above the grind, because by default you feel so bad, you feel so at the bottom that whenever you do a little bit of progress in anything, your ego starts saying to you that you're the shit. Because by default you feel so bad, so this will give you a relief from that pain. But the problem with this is twofold. Number one, you just look cringe as fuck. Like, people look at you and like, what do you mean you can cook a fried egg and now you're the best goat chef in the world, right? You're fucking crazy. It just looks cringe. Everybody can see through that. And number two, it also keeps you stuck. It keeps you stuck because now the minimum progress, you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm the GOAT. I'm the best cook in the world and I don't need to progress anymore. So you want to be very, very aware of the areas in your life where you're actually having this ego, where you're lacking humility and you're actually not that good, but you still tell yourself that you're good, right? Stop coping. You don't need to tell yourself that you're good to be good. Number two, and this also happens to be tied in with the first one, is the people who do self-improvement and start getting this ego about it, right? Oh, I'm on self-improvement, I'm going to the gym. All my friends have to be in the gym. All the people who don't go to the gym or who are not into eating healthy or who are not into meditation, they're like NPCs, But you're also being an NPC when you think like this. The reason that you have these thoughts is because you, again, feel insecure. You don't feel good with who you are. Maybe this is actually the reason why you went to self-improvement in the first place. What happens if you have an accident and you can't go to the gym? How is your self-esteem impacted now? Where's your aesthetics now? Right? It doesn't work like that. And overall, like, your value is much more than how you look or how strong you are. Like, it cannot be based on that at all. I'm not saying that going to the gym is bad. Of course, go to the gym, but make sure that you don't base your self-esteem entirely on your looks, on your strength, or on your aesthetics, let's say. You should go at self-improvement with the mindset that you get to improve yourself. It's a privilege to improve yourself and not something you do to be better than others. No, you do it because you love yourself. Number three, and this is a very, very ugly one, this is probably the ugliest one in the whole list, is the fact that we use people and relationships in order to feel better. We use people and relationships to prop our dopamine up and run away from what we're actually feeling. Often people who have depression, people who feel at the bottom, you don't feel so good with yourself. You don't want to be left alone with your thoughts. And so we'll often look to distract ourselves. And of course, phone and porn and video games and all that is a common thing. But one thing that nobody ever talks about is how we do this with people. For example, you maybe meet your friend and he's talking, but you're not even listening to him. You don't really remember what he told you. You don't really care, to be honest. Maybe you don't even care about him that much. You just care that you're not alone. Same thing with the relationship. Do you really care about your girlfriend, your boyfriend? Or are they there just so you don't feel alone? Are they there so that you feel some sort of love because you cannot love yourself? Are they there because you just don't want to be alone with your thoughts? And do you really care about them? The thought and the action of being with someone else is such a relief from the pain that you feel on a daily basis that you will be kind of addicted to that. You'll be kind of like someone who cannot see that cocaine is bad for them because they have so much fun on cocaine, right? I want to end on this point, which is traveling and lifestyle. So again, this is another ego thing. Maybe you'll start making more money like me. Like, I started making a bit more money when I was 24, 25, and I was able to do more travel. So I went to Greece, I went to South America, and I realized that even though I was traveling and I was living like this ideal lifestyle in a way, I realized that I still kind of felt the same, kind of felt uncomfortable with myself. I still felt like there was this tension. I couldn't just be present, even on holiday. I was just stressed. It doesn't really matter how you change the outside environment around you, right? It doesn't really matter that now you have more money or that you're in an exotic location like Santorini or like Peru or something, because the internal world that you have is going to follow you everywhere. There's even this spiritual saying that they say, wherever you go, there you are. And this is completely true. Wherever you go, there you are. Only when you do this internal work will you realize that all of these copes have just been reasons and manners that you use to escape yourself. You can find other videos on this channel about this kind of content. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.